I would like to ask you how your scientific interests developed since you started with us.
Yeah, so when I arrived, I wasn't really sure specifically what I wanted to do. And then I sort of just kind of stumbled into working on a project related to both soil and plants and insects a little bit all at the same time. So kind of related, in short, I won't go into very much detail, but about like the effects of the like plant communities on the soil habitats in different meadows in Europe. So I kind of got into that by just emailing somebody, and then they directed me to someone else, and then I got involved in the project from there. So that's been very interesting. And then just throughout all the courses I've been in, getting exposed to all sorts of different areas of biology, ecology, and also a bit of chemistry and stuff as well. So it's been very interesting to kind of learn more about these fields, because before, I guess when I got my bachelor's degree, I thought, oh, I know so much about this stuff, but then getting even kind of exposed to all this new stuff. So it's been really exciting and fun, I would say, for me, especially the field work. That's been my favorite sort of thing to do.
Okay, so can you tell us a little bit more about fieldwork? Like what type of fieldwork is it? And is it part of the classes, part of your master's, part of other research projects that you're like helping with?
Yeah, so kind of all of the above, sort of. So within the courses, like there was some trips to some national parks from like the biology of amphibians and reptiles course, for example. Like that one was very interesting because I didn't have very much experience with amphibians and reptiles other than a little bit in the US. Like I knew a little bit because I liked them when I was a kid, but it's just kind of getting to know in this kind of climate zone was very interesting. And then also through my master's projects, I've done some field work related to on the campus with some of the lawns, helping out with that, like putting different temperature sensors in the ground, things like that. And also, because I'm part of the Koło Studentów, so that's like, I think, Student Naturalist Club in English, I think is what that would translate to. So with that, there's several different fieldwork opportunities depending on the different sections. So there's like kind of monitoring of different ponds on campus that happens. I've done that a little bit, or helping out with the toad migration in the city. And then also there's a sort of bigger project that's been going on for several years in the Tatra National Park related to different grasshopper species. That's happened in the summer, I think, for several years. So that's usually in like August. So that's like a big multi-week sort of thing. So all sorts of different fieldwork opportunities that I've been lucky that I've been able to take part in.
And how do you find opportunities to join research projects? Because you mentioned that part of the fieldwork is within a research project. So how does it work for you here?
Sort of, well, for me, as I said, I just kind of contacted somebody who sort of recommended that I go and like just reach out to talk to different people in different research groups to kind of find opportunities. So it's sort of, I guess, lucky the first person I messaged had something. So I think to get those opportunities or find them, the best thing to do is to just like either go talk to someone directly or just email a bunch of people. And then also through like the student organization, like the Koło, everyone in there knows people in every part of the biology department. So
yeah, the Students Association here is quite dynamic and it's open to quite a big group of students and they engage us, academic teachers, a lot. Yeah. So what is your like favorite experience that you had with them so far?
Oh, there's so many, it's kind of hard to pick one. I would say one of the favorites was the like Tatra National Park trip, because I'd met and known all of these people for a while and we've done different events together. Like we have like a Christmas party and then there's also like a biology ball sort of thing. So there's all that sort of stuff, but that trip in particular is like we all spent like a lot of time together for like days or weeks together all at once. So I think that kind of made the bond between everyone quite a bit stronger. So I think that's probably my favorite thing.
Yeah. Okay. And scientifically, how is it helping you?
Oh, I would say like, because we also do like there's kind of lectures that happen related to that from people's research or guests who've done certain research. Like there was a snake expert who had spent all this time in Southeast Asia, who we got to meet. There's a guy who spent all these time studying monitor lizards also in Southeast Asia, all sorts of people. So there's like, you get exposure to lots of different research from different parts of the world and researchers from other parts of Poland and also from abroad. Recently we had this guy from Italy who's like a expert in bioacoustics come speak with us, give us like a workshop. And that was very interesting because I'd never heard anything about that before. So I think the student organization really sort of helps you get exposed to things you wouldn't otherwise get exposed to.
And now you will finish your master's soon and apply for a PhD program, and you decided to apply at our institute and stay with us longer. So why was it? How the institute and the faculty of the biology can help you to continue and develop your scientific career?
Well, I think like the thing that's most helpful, that would be most helpful, is just more opportunities to get involved with different projects and meeting other people, collaborating with different scientists. So like maybe going to things like conferences or being able to kind of get outside of just the institute and being able to be involved in more interdisciplinary work, I would say.
Yeah, that's a direction that definitely the Jagiellonian University is supporting very strongly, especially in the research that we are trying to increase opportunities for interdisciplinary projects and collaboration between different faculties. So we have this network of living labs at the campus here where the natural sciences are based, but also Faculty of Management and few others. What was attractive about the Jagiellonian University that make you come here to study with us?
Well, I guess initially I'd sort of looked at the courses in the program. It wasn't a very narrowly focused program, which was nice because I wasn't sure, as I said, exactly what research direction I wanted to go. I think that was the most attractive thing about it, was that there was so many different options available. So what in your team is more sociology based, but you're still within the biology department, so to speak. So what are some examples of like research projects that people do on your team? Because I'm one of my friends is on your team, so I know his project pretty well, but that's I don't know many of the other ones, I would say.
Yeah, so indeed, the team of social environmental research is quite interdisciplinary. So we have sociologists as myself, but also the team is welcoming people with different background like geography, communication, management, and biology as well. Like the head of the team is a professor in biology. So we look at the problems that are at the interface of environmental and social sciences, because quite often looking at practical challenges of protecting environment, like the knowledge that we have from natural sciences is quite clear what to do or what should be avoided to protect the environment. However, the main challenge is on the social science part. Yes, so the type of research that we do is usually focused on practical aspects of nature conservation or environmental protection, or on a different ways to make practical solutions acceptable by society, accepted by the on a political level, let's say.
Okay.
Yes. So we do research about the development of new national parks, on different kind of conflicts between wildlife and people, but also about the social aspects of environmental pollution and policies that address these problems. Like recently we had a large project on pollution from single-use plastics, where new laws were coming from the European Union to restrict the use of certain types of single-use plastics, but it's also like a part of the story, and those solutions are not so easy to be implemented because of different reasons, and we do studies in this type of area, and they are both like applicable type of research, but also a large part of it is actually like a base science that address base questions in this interface of a social and ecological domains.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then also, I guess one other one that is sort of interesting is, how does it look from the other side? Like when people are asking you to be their supervisor, what sort of things are you considering, or how does that process sort of work?
Yeah. So mainly we look for two things. One is a passion to the topic, because usually doing research with us is a lot of work, and it usually also needs some kind of interaction with people, because we mainly study people through interviews, through questionnaires. So a potential candidate to our team needs to be feel comfortable with working with people as a part of the research. And another aspect is that the person needs to be motivated to learn a lot of new things, especially methodology, because we work vastly with social science methodology, or a kind of a mixed methodology. So here in the institute, students usually have a very good education in statistical methods, in experimental design. But in order to do studies in our research team, we ask them to take additional courses at other faculties to catch up on the part of the methodology that might be not familiar for them. And occasionally students are also need to learn on their own, like the master students that we have now, David, who is a friend of yours. Yeah. So he's doing gamification as a part of his experimental design. So he designed a serious game to conduct social experiments. And there's not really a lot of courses that could help him. So he was like working with us to basically learn the method and be able to apply it. Okay, so JJ, would you recommend your study program to other international students looking for an interesting master degree program in Poland?
Oh yeah, like because the program I'm in is the EPM program, or Environmental Protection and Management is the full name. And I would recommend that, because we had, our group is very, I guess interdisciplinary is the right word. Like you don't have to be someone who has like a big background in biology to be in the program. You'll be able to learn sort of things. I would say like the people who didn't have a biology background didn't have that much of a problem. And then for the people who had a biology background, the program is also very interesting. Like I have a biology background, and for me I think it successfully sort of made an environment where both the people with the biology background and not could all kind of learn together very easily. So I would recommend it, and it's especially like if either you know or you don't know specifically what you want to research, because there's so many options available in the department. So I think it's great for that. And it's, I guess in my case, I met a lot of very fun people along the way as well. So.
Yes, so we encourage you to come and study with us at the Faculty of Biology, Jagiellonian University.